I'm 8 years old, and I'm in the 4th grade.
Hi, I'm Jalen. I'm 11 years old, and I'm in the 6th grade.
Today, this is the first episode of the Best Book Club. Today, we will be convincing parents to buy books that we think everybody should read. The first book is The Tale of Dustboro by Kate DeMillico. A brief overview of this book would be a mouse goes to save a princess that he really likes.
Okay, is this your favorite book?
This is one of my favorite books that I read.
Okay, what would a child learn from this book?
From this book, a child will learn about bravery in scary situations.
What did you learn from this book?
I also learned about bravery.
Like what?
I learned that in scary situations, like because the Dustboro had to go in the dungeon, which was quite scary to him. In scary situations, you have to be brave in those situations.
Okay. So you said you're 8 years old. Is this a good book for an 8-year-old person to read?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what type of book genre is it?
It is a fiction book.
Fiction. Okay. Give us an example of how this would be helpful to a kid.
If a kid's going to do something scary to help somebody, then they could use this book for bravery.
Okay. And what was your favorite part?
My favorite part of the book was when Dustboro, he grabbed red thread and he went to the dungeon so he wouldn't lose his way.
Don't talk too much of the book, man.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir?
Oh, my first book is Milkweed. It's by Jerry Spinelli. This book is a historical fiction, and this book teaches kids about what Nazi Germany was, because most kids don't know what Nazi Germany was.
So what, is it one of your favorite books?
Yeah, it was a good book to read because I didn't really know much about the Nazis at that time when I read this book.
Okay. What do you think kids could learn if they read this book?
History, important history.
Okay, what genre is this?
Historical fiction.
And what age do you think it would be appropriate to read that book?
At least 10 to 13, because it kind of has some killing in it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to wait till I turn 10 to read that.
That's fair.
Okay, that is fair.
My second book is A Dog's Purpose by W. Bruce Cameron.
I love that book.
I have read this book 2 times because it's such a good book. And a brief overview of this book would be a dog transforming into many different lives and having different adventures in those lives.
Okay. So what would a child learn from this book? What lessons would be helpful to kids?
In this book, the lesson would be that everybody, including animals, have a purpose.
Okay.
What purpose? Like, do they have all the same purpose or all different purposes?
Different purposes.
Okay. What age range would you recommend this book for?
10 through 12.
But you're 8.
But you're 8.
But you're 8. Would you recommend for an 8-year-old?
Yes, I would.
Well, you read a little more advanced, but
Are any of the words difficult in there? By 8-year-olds.
Why would you suggest 10 to 12?
Because if you read this at 10, then you most likely would understand it a lot more, and then 10 through 12, at 12 it would be easier to read depending on what grade you are.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
that's a good thing. Would you say it's one of your favorite books?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Okay. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you.
My next book series is The Candy Makers. The Candy Makers is fiction, but with the Candy Makers, it teaches you teamwork, and because teamwork is an important skill to have in life, because some people are try to be independent all their life and don't try to work with anyone, and then that ends up being bad for them.
Okay. Can we see the covers?
Yes.
I see one of them ripped. I guess you really liked the book, or you read a lot, or.
Yeah.
Well,
So, sorry, what were you reading?
actually, that was me.
Oh, okay. So y'all both read these books?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good then. Okay, so you said this is a good book. Teaches what is it? Teamwork.
Mhm.
So would y'all both say that this is a good book for people to read, the kids to read that are playing sports and stuff, or working on projects in class together? Is this something?
Yes.
Why?
Projects.
Project and sports, because most of those are like teams, and you're with the team to do something. So that.
And in the Candy Makers, I also wanted to add, if you're doing a project independently, they're working on this huge project in the Candy Makers.
Oh, they are. Okay. What type of genre is it?
Fiction,
Fiction.
and it's by Wendy Mass.
Okay. What was your favorite part of the book?
My favorite part
Well, you got to pick a book, or you
Yeah,
want
you have to pick one.
or the whole
This
series.
one.
Without giving it away.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is this one?
The Great Chocolate Chase. This is my favorite because my favorite part in this book is when they realize that they used the wrong chocolate, and that they have to go find what chocolate they use, and it's a big mystery.
And what about you?
I would say the first book
Okay.
would be my favorite one, because in the first book you notice that someone, I'm not going to say who, is actually undercover.
Oh, there's a twist.
You ain't giving it away, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so.
Alright, so what age range would you recommend that one for?
Both
Jackie?
of you.
I recommend this for 9 to 12, because there are 12-year-olds in this book. So
8 to 10.
Okay.
So we're gonna say around that 9 years old.
So starting around 8, they would enjoy that book.
yeah, because it's about candy,
Except
and most
I read
kids like
that
candy.
during 7, because
Yeah, you read that one when you were 7.
And I see both of y'all that y'all love your collections, your series books. Okay, so I guess
Miss Amani, what about Humphrey?
my last series and my last books are the Humphrey series. It has 8 books in this one. I'm pretty sure there's more than 8. There's Winter and Imagination left in the series, and then there's the other ones that they're just fun to read about.
Okay.
And a brief overview of these books, but I'm only going to choose one since there's 8 books in the series, is Mysteries According to Humphrey. I can't get it out.
oh, the series. There's a series of books, so each one is connected to the other one, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll go with these 2 since these 2 are really closely connected. Wait, no, it's these 2. Yeah, can't get it out now. The first one is School Days, and the second one is Mysteries According to Humphrey. These 2 would go together because, so when Humphrey's in this one, he gets a very big surprise. I'm not going to say what it is because if you haven't read this, then you'll find out what the huge surprise is. And in this one, he has another big surprise.
Okay. So those would be good to read together.
Yes.
Well, you like all 8 of them.
Yeah, I'd like more than all 8, but I need to read the other ones.
So, what genre is that?
These are all fiction.
Okay. And you said the age limit. The age that you would read that would be what?
When did you read that? The Humphreys.
I started at 7. I took a
I
break.
think you started at 6.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you started at
6, and then I read some when I was 7 and 8.
So were you interested at 6?
Yes.
Were you interested at 7?
Yes. That's why I read it when I was 8.
Oh, okay.
All right. And what was your? Oh, so you already gave me your favorite part of it. And so you recommended kids. This one be a good one for kids like around 6 or 7 to start off reading.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the lesson that you learned in this?
The lesson that I've learned in Humphrey was also just like the Tale of Despereaux, had to stay safe in scary situations because Humphrey did some very scary things
Oh, okay.
for a hamster.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this series by?
Betty G. Burney.
Okay.
My last series is the Mysterious Benedict Society. I recommend this to kids because it teaches you how to solve problems, not like mathematically or anything like that, but it teaches you how to solve problems and work together to solve problems.
So does it teach you how to think?
Yeah, it teaches you how to think.
Okay.
Think outside of the box, not inside.
Okay. What was one of your favorite parts of that book?
When they all take the test in the beginning, in the very first book,
What's the
one?
test for?
to get into the Mysterious Benedict Society.
Okay. What age range would you recommend this set of books for? I'm thinking about like word difficulty and story relatability.
10 to 13, because there are some hard words in here. I had to look up some of the words.
Oh, okay.
Do you think
Sure.
that if you would have taken a test, would you have gotten in a Mysterious Benedict Society?
I don't know, because the test was a trick test, so
Well, I don't tell too much of the story now. You said you don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Would you have wanted to be in the Mysterious Benedict Society?
Yeah,
Why?
because they go on adventures. They're not really fun. They're really scary, but it would still be fun to go.
It's fun to go on an adventure that's scary and not a fun adventure. That makes sense?
Whatever you like.
Just a reminder for the books that we shared were A Dog's Purpose,
Mysterious Benedict Society,
The Tale of Despereaux,
the Candy Maker series,
and the Humphrey Collection.
and also Milkweed.
Don't forget, this is the Best Book Club.
Bye.
Bye.